Good morning once again, Insomniacs. Welcome to SKALD against the Black Priory. I know very little about this game, aside from the fact that it's like a Commodore 64 style throwback to RPGs, which I grew up playing, so we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna look through the settings first, though. Ooh, difficulty. Might need to go for the difficulty for babies. I had to go to easy mode for Baldur's Gate 3. CRT filter. What do you guys think? Should we go with the filter? Probably not a good choice for this live stream. I kind of like it, but, you know. We'll leave it off for now. Okay, let's, how do I get out of here? Exit. Dots? I guess that's continue. Default is recommended. Okay, we might spend a little bit of time here because I always struggle with character creation. I like to very much fine-tune my characters, and I'm very indecisive. Attribute rerolls 1, player rerolls 1. I guess we'll go with normal. Select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Okay. What? No bard? No skald, as it were? Alright. Well, let's see what we got. Battle Mage. Battle Mage. Magos is a Magos specializing in the destructive spells of the Fire Magic School. Champion is a cleric who excels. Ah, this is the Paladin. A Guild Magos is a spellcaster who can develop all the different arcane spells fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. Officer is a skilled warrior who serves as a force multiplier through their tactical skills. Issuing orders across the battlefield, they vastly improve the performance of the fellow party members. Thief is a rogue who uses stealth, so devastating backstab attacks. Ooh, neat. What do you guys think? I'm actually kind of gravitating towards officer. Being the leader, you know. Start DP. Development points. If again leveling up, used to buy ranks and feats. Okay. Go with officer. Select a background for your character. Backgrounds add points and skills, influence starting conditions, and narrative content. Oh boy. Riffraff, street rat. I don't buy that. Hang on, I want to go back. How old is this game? It's about 24 hours old. It hasn't been out for a very long time. It just dropped. See, I want to do some thievery. I really do. And being a warrior type, that's not really in my wheelhouse. Stealth and thievery. Initiative and thievery. Your time spent kissing noble arses has made you a master navigating the cutthroat politics of the Imperial Lake Courts. Vagabond. Crafting and survival. Ooh. Crafting. There's so many skills. So many things I want. Stealth and survival. Athletics and vitality. Athletics and crafting. That's nice. Diplomacy and lore. Crafting and diplomacy. Plus 30 pounds carrying weight. Neat. Huh. See, I'm sorry I'm taking so long. These are the choices that leave me struggling. Lore, a general knowledge skill. Diplomacy. Influences prices at merchants. Okay. Creating items at crafting stations. Survival. Survival is used to forage for food, navigate difficult overland terrain, and determines a character's general knowledge of nature. I think this is what it's gonna be here. Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Oh man. Good to see everyone in chat. I see 67 of you out there. Very cool. King of the Castle. Yeah, I'm not sure when, but I'd be down for that. It's been a while. Okay, so let's see. Agility, hand-eye coordination, mental acuity, recall, and analytical skill. Okay, so let's go with, obviously we're a warrior, so we're going to want to go with strength. We're going to want at least some fortitude. Not sure. The presence, the 1 point in presence is the one thing I'm not sure about. Awareness, diplomacy, healing, and willpower. See, as an officer, I'm not sure if presence is valuable. Because otherwise I'd want to put it in agility. Especially since agility influences so many other things. Thievery, crit chance, stealth, initiative. And it's cool, I can still get thievery. Healing is used in camp to increase the rate of recovery characters. Got a lot of survival. Oh, that's from Fortitude. How high can they go? 7. General knowledge of nature. Okay, let's jump, climb, swim, or sprint. Encumbrance from armor. Put one there. Let's see, diplomacy, 2 more points. Counts encumbrance from gloves. Used to pick pockets. Pick locks and pockets as well as steal from shops. Crafting. Let's put points in crafting. I hate leaving thievery this low. But I guess I get the feeling I'm gonna get a thief in my party over here. My problem is I want to do everything, you know. That's these are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points in them to gain benefits and new abilities. Okay. Arms mastery. Bred for war. Increased athletics, increased toughness, and second wind. Increased athletics, plus increased toughness. Leadership, initiate. Increased diplomacy. When killing an opponent in armed or unarmed melee combat, all allies who witness the kill get the inspired condition for 1 turn. Inspired. Plus 2 melee to hit, plus 2 range to hit. Lasts till end of turn. Well, this tree is much more limited. Look at that. Look how limited this tree is, as opposed to the Arms Master. So we can't go back. That sucks. How do I put points in it then? I got 7 ranks to distribute. Oh. Oh, and I can put points in this now. Okay, so I don't have to spread them. I don't have to spread them out. I can put them all in one thing or nothing or anything. Okay. Okay, if I put 1 point in here, I don't know if it's good to max something out or what. Shield training phalanx. Or wielding a shield, get a dodge bonus for adjacent tiles. Shield rush. Perform an attack that pushes your opponent back 1 square if successful. Deals no damage. Blade accuracy. Thrust and parry. Executes an attack. Adds condition defending. Cooldown 2 turns. Inspiring kill, forwards. Adds conditions, lesser haste and inspire. Ooh. Leadership expert. Two more ranks to distribute. Well, if we're gonna go leader, I guess we might as well go all the way. Because I like the idea of getting lesser haste. Although haste doesn't do what it does in D&D, it's just a movement thing. Okay. Inspired. Okay. I'm not sure about this. I never am, though. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. Oh, I can change the hairstyle too. Oh, that's just in this one. Hair color, hairstyle. I'm so small. Main color. They got the green right. My bards typically wear green. With a yellow cloak, I'm not sure about that one, though. Perhaps a brown cloak. Press a name and type a name. Type a name and press continue. Name must be 3 characters long and may contain only same. Okay. On the wine dark raging seas of the outer isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. See, I like the little pop-outs. island. Alright, I don't know. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Hey, you're finally awake. Suddenly, something strikes the hull, and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound, and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Shift. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and a course is drawn towards an island named Idra. Okay, so Shift highlights all the available things. Something just struck the ship. Interactables. Bouncing over to an interactable object to make a yellow outline appear. Left click to interact with the object. Right click to examine it. Okay. We're on Shift. Standard stuff. Some objects are hidden and won't be highlighted until they are spotted. I thought I was going to take it, not put it out. Light club and dagger. What's the difference between loot and inv? Cast a spell, hide, pass a turn, view the journal, view inventory. Damage 1 to 2, crit 3. I guess we'll go with the light club. Had to double click it to do that. Exit. What is this? To your surprise, you realize the door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. Well, it's not very thief-like, but using the club, you smash the lock in a fell swoop. Whatever works. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out the cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Oh, I could see the box through the wall. Okay. Let's see. Only 3 arrows, that sucks. Short sword. I need a blade, yes. Valuable item, too. Moderate attunement tonic. Lesser tonic of vitality. I spotted something. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and you look around in the dim light of the hold. You realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Of course it's a rat. It's always rats. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shiprat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Combat characters act in order of initiative. You can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Mousing over a name will make that character's outline flash in the battlefield. Okay. Yellow pips represent movement points, violet pips represent attacks. Spending attacks to move means you won't be able to attack that turn, but this is a good way of moving extra far. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see the exact position of characters on the underlying grid. Death or glory! Deploy your party and press begin combat. Guess we'll start here. Should have known I wouldn't win initiative. I'm already diseased. That's fucking great. My portrait changed to reflect my diseased nature now. Weekly diseased. Hashtag disease. Well, that sucks. What is that? What was that? Potatoes. You've contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by pressing C. Okay. Not all conditions are negative. This one is, though. Negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern to search the area. You see lantern. Okay, how does one equip a lantern? Ah. Okay, that must be the light source icon there. I spotted something. Potion of Cure Disease. Removes conditions with the tag #disease. I feel better. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Tandem, here at last, growls a rough voice. Freeze and listen carefully. Feeling jumpy? The brute growls with a smile. Roland, why are you skulking in the shadows? The brute chuckles. Shadows suit a face like this just fine. No matter, there's trouble and you're needed on deck now. What's all that noise? The island is in sight, but the damn Guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Only superstitious builds. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are out to show them the very real steel. I knew I'd regret chartering a Guilder ship. And you'll regret not stopping our boys from murdering them if you don't get to the damn deck. Agreed, they deserve disciplining, not death. Listen, I've been doing this since you were at the teat. Let's just get on with it. Let's go for all the good it will do. There are a few sailors up ahead. Rattles a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. No need for you to take the lead. Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated shouts can be heard. Add a new character to your party. Press Q or the character portraits to swap the party leader. Current leader's attributes are used for tests outside of combat, such as awareness and stealth. Okay. They level up to your current level. Okay. Because of this, you may see a level up icon in your new party member's portrait. Male human arms master. Okay. He's pretty much a carbon copy of me. Except his feet options are... Well, he has 2 trees, but they're much bigger. So he has the Bred for War tree like I do, but I'm not using it. Removes conditions with the tag bleeding. Inventory. He has a 2-hander. Large sword that must be wielded two-handed. Action initiative, club initiative, shield initiative, sword initiative, two-handed initiative. Brutality. Multi-attack, that I like. Vicious, plus 2% crit chance, that I like. I like brutality. Increased athletics. So that's brutality. Okay, so I need calloused hands. Charger. Okay, why can't I get this level yet? How many ranks do I need to get into this? Character must be at least level 5. That's a ways off, isn't it? Character. You cannot exit the screen while you have unsaved development points. Click save and exit or reset. I want to know what level I am. If I start at level 1 or not, I don't know. We'll reset. Yeah, we're level 1. Melee accuracy, that's good. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking I should say I want to get brutality maxed out. Like, I gotta get that. But I need to save ranks. If I spend all my ranks, then I won't have any to max out brutality as soon as it becomes available. So let me think about this. This guy, like me, is going into swords. Second wind. Not today. First time you take wound point damage, you automatically regain 12 to 18 vitality hit points. Ooh. Light armor mastery. Oh, wow. Okay, so sword isn't the same thing as two-handed. Okay, how many ranks do I get per level? That I also wonder. So how I need to know how many I should save. Let's assume that we get 1 rank per level. So knowing that, we can spend a little more. Okay. Shield is its own tree, yeah. I can't max out tough as nails. I want to. Okay. Roland is now leading the party. No, I don't want that. Beast Athletics, Vitality, okay, blah, 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 okay. Spells. Feats. Okay, so that's why he still got a plus there. I haven't spent all his points. It's going to bug me about that until I spend all. Tandem is now leading the party. A note is scrawled in crude letters. Kook! I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt potatoes and Perklin. Take head or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. This is the crafting screen. Okay. Alright. Recipes that can currently be crafted are shown in green. Okay. Crafting is dependent on the crafting skill. Salted fish. What does that mean? 1 Perklin, 1 potatoes, 1 salt. Yes, but why? I mean, I get that it makes salted fish, but what does salted fish do? Thieves' tools and gold. Nice. Okay, so 1 second. If I want to stealth, he said to take the left door if I want to sneak past the sailors. So let's try that. Unfortunately, this lantern kills my stealth, I think. Small lantern plus T to equip it whilst exploring. Hang on, let me try that. Didn't I see somewhere where it affected my stealth rating? I can't remember where, but I could have sworn if I was holding it, it affected my stealth. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. The action button is also mapped to numerical buttons. While in stealth mode, the stealth indicator becomes visible. A yellow indicator means you're in danger of being spotted. When your indicator is yellow, it will count down to 0. When it reaches 0, you are spotted and will become visible. Moving in lit areas and being close to other characters will make the counter go down very fast. 6 shadows and avoid other characters. Wearing armor makes it harder to stay hidden. If the indicator turns green, it means you're no longer in danger of being spotted. see a door. A flimsy wooden door. Five hit points. Okay, well, stealth is still an option. Thievery 2 versus difficulty 10. Athletics 5 versus difficulty 5. My thievery sucks. But let's try it. Unlocked. Potion of fire immunity. Potion of strength. Fortified strength. +2 strength. Okay. You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sulam. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. A fine dagger. That opened the box. Why did it... Brandy, Surgeon's Journal, gold. Left. I'm not going to read all this. Let's read it together, shall we? Again, our passengers make me uneasy. Brawlin' mess. Had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. I've been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. Didn't see creature. I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size of an ROUS. Was visited today by Navigator Oslam. He asked for white fern, a sedative. Claimed he had trouble sleeping. Something about the stars being odd, not sure what he meant. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and to expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers he refused to land on the island. If this is my last, the entry trails off. How do I open this door? I want to open the door. Let's force it. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors, it's coming for us. It whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself, your guild sailors. Tandem must roll 6 or above to succeed on this diplomacy skill check. Come on, Tandem, this is what you do. You bring glory upon thine ancestors. The men stop dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision, and the stumbles up to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. Okay, so I failed the stealth. The sailors heard that commotion. Okay, so I can create salted fish. So let's do that. Food value 7, value 5 gold pieces. Okay, so let's do it again. Fish attained. Or acquired, rather. You see stairs. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and the frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the mercenary ship's captain or mercenary leader. Let's talk to the mercenary. Mercenary leader Estavo flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich, noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in water stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? There is desperation in the captain's voice. We're seasoned sailors. We did not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns a steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. Diplomacy versus 10. I believe in you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. Here we go again. Crit success. Check that out. Boxcars, baby. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flip between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible with his snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. You gain 300 experience points. See, I told you I was right. Ah, the Kraken. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Asava must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the mast like they were matchsticks. Through a haze of splintered wood and panic screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. I'm not gonna leave Roland behind. Roland's a good guy. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Ooh. Updated my journal. I've been summoned to the estate of Lord Cato, Baron. For decades, to the fortunate manner in which my father left the service of House Baron. I do not know why Cato summons me now, and I must venture to find out. Hello, fellow soldier. Arms Master Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not done so. Can I move the camera, or am I stuck to this? I want to move up. Aging armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Stand aside, old man. I have business with your lord. Disappointment clouds the man's face, and he calls after you. Very well, I suppose you're no longer the lad I remember. Lyra waits at the main entrance. He'll take you to the master, for better or worse. I'll fight you. I was just telling you to get the fuck out of my way. Dog. You pet the dog. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for House Baron. Greetings, Tandem. Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. The master is eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. The maze? Why? This estate was your home for many years, despite the circumstances you left it. Perhaps the master feels it would do you good to revisit some memories. Or some old ghosts. Perhaps it would. Excellent, though I'm sure you still know your way around the gardens. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and hedge maze is to the west. Let's go to the kitchen. Nice touch, my inventory is reduced to nothing again. I mean, it is 2 weeks ago. What about my feats? It's a good question. You enter the kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda's no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. There's always a beacon of kindness in childhood where such qualities were few and far between. A flashback within a flashback! Very text-heavy, this game, I gotta admit. May I help you, my lord? The man in the chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. Let's see. Got some new quests. Look for your father in the cellar under the kitchen. I am Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich. You shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. New quest. Create a sandwich. Spooky. Empty bottles little to throw this room. Chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry is taking place here. You're gripped by a long-hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. Like I said, I'm not going to read all of this. I get tired of reading all this text. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from the inside. Where is she? Brother jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her, wandering the forest outside the estate, Mistress Valeria. Stop it, Father. Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother. Wow. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Brandy. What a fine girl. Ah, there's the cheese closet. I have the ham and cheese. Here's some bread. Now the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Is my crafting skill high enough to make the sandwich? I have created a cheese sandwich. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. No experience for that, by the way. I just made a sandwich. Or did I get experience points for that? I may have. I got 50 experience points? Nice. Now my skill trees are still filled in. Charmed, I'm sure. It's a poor idea to have to make sure that a lantern. I got one. Garden of flashbacks. Thaco's here. Hello, Thaco. You wants to play. Alright, I guess we can look for the center of the maze. I'm quite lost. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. Wow, it looks pretty cool. Emble, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Lots of reading here. Music is really good. Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Nothing to loot here. That's a shame. Wait, hang on. Can't go in there. I like how there's no walk animation. Like my feet don't move. I just kind of bounce up and down. Let's go see Kato. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. You add Lyra to your party. Okay, what's her story? Female human fighter level 9. Ooh, she kicks ass. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Where did all my party members go during the ship scene? Well, the only one. There was only one, and he drowned. But he probably will wash up on shore like I will. I'm guessing I survived that. Be a weird game if I didn't. Why have you summoned me? Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Tandem, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs. Why me? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, I believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She left of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. What am I to do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter. I work alone. No, I said one. I accept for Embla's sake, for my family's name, I'll do it for the gold. What makes you think I care? I accept for Embla's sake. We were good friends. Chapter 1. Look at my portrait. I'm all waterlogged. Water blocks your path. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water into the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation, with a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. The green bar is your vitality score. It is a buffer to your wounds, and as long as you have vitality left, you won't take any serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. The second purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character can fall unconscious. Wounds can only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition, as indicated by the icon on the portrait. They confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Tandem reaches level 2. For the first time in your life, you are overcome with a sense of purpose. The path ahead will undoubtedly be difficult, but you are certain it's the one you are supposed to take. I got 3 ranks. blade damage, +1 sword damage bonus. See, I'm wondering if I should save my ranks again. Shield initiate, shield training, +1 shield use. Let's get that. And I'll save 1 rank. Hey, leveling healed my wound damage. Nice. Buttons! You can't get me down, I got buttons. Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. Magi's balls! I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore. An archer? Katiana's my name. The crew calls me Cat. Or rather, they did, I suppose. Listen, you have to get up. We have to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. Beasts. Huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage of the beach. Yeah, I got all that. I'm on that. I also need to spy the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. Captain Seal. It's a medallion of sorts that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. So I would say that cave to the west is where we should start looking. Are you ready to go? Good, I found this bow in a cargo crate. We'd best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before too long. What's your story? She is a thief. Excellent. Tradecraft. 3-ranked backstabber. We're gonna want that, of course. Backstab initiates. Increased initiative, increased light armor use. So yeah, we're gonna unlock backstabs, even though I have nothing to stab with at the moment. Although I may not need a stabbing weapon. Sometimes you can, in D&D, used to, never mind. Backstab damage. Thievery expert. Smoke bomb. Okay, let's try to plan out ahead our course a little bit, because we may get backstab expert. Crit bonus light. Can get Thievery Expert already. Hide in combat. You gain the ability to hide while in combat. Attacking while hidden triggers the backstab attack. Ooh, I'm gonna need that. Hidden deployment. You start combat hidden. Ooh, I like that too. Hold on. They said the cave was west. Checkered tunic, hood, dagger. Let's trade weapons, you and I. Actually, let's not. Well, if I just don't know if you need a dagger to backstab or not, if you can backstab with a club. I'm guessing not. Rags, clothing. Just put a bag over my head, I guess. Weaving comb. Ration 3. You can climb the wall ahead. Okay. I have succeeded. Ooh. The stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, the grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Blasted horrors! Cat spits through grit-edged teeth. What manner of force spawned these creatures? Okay, so the cave is down here. And it's gonna be a fight if we're gonna try to do that. I already came all this way to get up though. Oh well. Crab people. Crab people. I keep trying to move the camera, and I can't. Oops. I accidentally defended with tandem there. How do I hide? Because hiding was her thing. Hide in combat. Click anywhere to use this ability. There's anywhere. You know what? I'm gonna wait and let them come to me, because I don't want to go wading in the water for these assholes. Crit. Okay, where's this other crab person? Defenseless. Am I in range? I don't know what the range of a bow is. Hang on. I have no idea. You can backstab with a bow. Good to know. Okay, I was a little more cautious than I needed to be, I guess, but I don't know how difficult this game is, so I wanted to be cautious. How do I save? I want to save. Easy enough. Eons worth of the sea's ravage upon the land has given birth to this cave. From its depths, a stench of seaweed and rotting flesh arises. So foul is it, it feels like some evil entity attempting to force its way through the pores of your skin to the core of your being. Toughness versus 10, try not to vomit. I can't puke in front of the girls. I gotta look like a man. I am a man. You bring glory upon thine ancestors. She's gonna be so impressed. Cave child. Blood will flow. Oh shit. This place crawls. This place really crawls. I need to find a good place to bottleneck them. Giant crab. How many arrows I got? 17. That'll do. Miss. Yeah, I think this was a wise move. Bottlenecking them into the cave here. Ooh, that one hurt. Two crits in a row. Go me. Three crits in a row. No, I don't want to shift, damn it. I just wasted 2 turns doing that. Wasted 3 turns. Woo! I got lucky there. Rope. Box. Sturdy wooden chest. Party has 5 thieves' tools. Let's force it. Padded armor. Nice. Old and ruined shipping crates litter this part of the cave. Only smugglers would use a place like this to store their goods. Perhaps there are other smaller caches to be found in the outer aisles? Large misshapen crabs emerge from the water all around you. Intentionally not, the mindless beasts have laid an ambush for you. Yeah, this isn't good. I want to load. I should have saved. I should have healed. Ah, shit. Alright. How do I heal, though? I don't think there's a way. You can't make camp on this map. I'm trying to just wait. Maybe the passage of time will bring back my vitality. Worms. Wow. There's not much I can do. I mean, if I can't rest, then... I can pitch camp outside, I guess. This is the camp screen. Use to defeat the party and select camp activities for the party members before resting. Add food from your inventory by double-clicking it. Select camp activities for your party members. These provide bonuses based on your skills. Train. Character attempts to instruct the party using their lore skill. Success gives a small experience points reward. No, I don't want to do Character has a chance to find some extra food depending on the survival skill. The food found cannot be consumed until the next rest period. Fletch. The character has a small chance to create a small number of hunting arrows depending on their crafting skill. I guess we'll both forage for food. How do I want to do this? Is there anything I want to change? Jesus, that hurts. What is it, Thaco? Thaco wants attention. You see nothing of interest. Okay, we're out of vitality. This sucks. I'm dying. Okay, I did that wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because I should have been wolf packing on each one. I should be going 2-on-1, not separating and attacking each one individually. I should be going 2-on-1. So, we're gonna do this. if I can ever hit. This is not the time to be missing. And I'm diseased again. That's fucking great. This fight is rough, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this one. Yeah, you're right. That bleed drains way too fast. A strangely haunting piping can be heard from the caves ahead. Surely it must be the wind. Then again, it rises and falls with an eerie sense of musicality that does nothing to set your mind at ease. Bits. That's a lot of bits. That's not what I wanted. I need a sword is what I need. My combat bonuses only come from bladed weapons, and I have a club. She is a demon with that backstab when she hits. Excellent. Yes, I'm being overly cautious with saves, but it paid off last time. Glowman. Potion of Stone Skin, Potion of Bless. Yeah. Smooth. Ooh, a way out? Alleviate. There's the survivor up there. Whomst you? Standing on the edge of the cliff is a crewman from the Zephyr, lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it! By the dead, I just saw it out there! The thing that sank us, it's still out there! The man begins jabbering incoherently. I'm really hoping to find that swordsman that was with us to start. Ooh. A backpack. Let's... Tempted to leave this alone. Astronomer's journal. It can't be that important. Let's see, Astronomer's journal. Read. Updated by journal. Large amount of tabulated data that appears to be astrological in nature. Yeah, that makes sense. Observe strange dancing lights in the sky. Not unlike those sailors to the far south, described near polar regions, somewhat different colors. Yes, yes, Cthulhuid visions. Yeah, Fatangan. They are wrong. I have done calculations over and over and come to the same conclusion. The stars are wrong in so many ways. I observed an alien cluster in the southeastern quadrant. It dawned on me with absolute certainty I am not watching them, they are watching me. Let's drop it. And let's drop the rags. Silk ribbon trinket, commonly used for braiding hair. What's the significance of that? Probably none. Wonder if I should go back in that cave. I'm deciding here. Oh, I forgot the telescope. A finely wrought telescope used for astronomical observations. Its lens is no doubt the product of some of the Empire's finest hylomancers and The last stars can be observed even in full daylight. Examine the seas. Examine the sky in general. I automatically fail. A lore score of 5 or higher is required to succeed. I'm gonna fail a madness check here in a second. Training the telescope on the southeastern quadrant of the sky, your eyes are immediately drawn to what appears to be something akin to a small reddish cluster of stars. Though at first the tiny speck is hardly noticeable, it seems to grow larger as you regard it. At once you're struck with the terrible realization that as you are watching it, it is gazing back. Tear your eyes away. It's Cthulhuoid, you don't want to look into it. As you feel tendrils of something utterly alien grasping at your consciousness, you tear yourself away from the telescope in panic. You turn away from the accursed apparatus and decide never again to use it. Oh, I leveled up. Bred for war, second wind. While wielding a shield, get a dodge bonus for adjacent allies. I like that. Right, level 5. Sorry, level 5. Stand your ground. Let's save again. Alright, now I can climb down here if I felt like. What the hell is that? Those look like bad dogs. Dire hound. Boy, they gotta take the long way around to come get me, don't they? Look at that path. See those dots? That's how far they gotta go. Sorry, I'm quiet. Sorry. Just trying to process what I want to do here. These guys are going to get within attack range soon. Ow! Whoa, that hurt. Smash! Backstab. More enemies. Crap. Oh, crap. Alright, let's do this. Shit. Man, they hurt when they hit. I'm gonna die again. She's down. Save under a new file. Injured torso, injured leg. Oh shit. That's the end of the map, apparently. A blood-curdling howl cuts through the fog. Whatever its source, it's not far away and it sounds dangerous. Okay, so she healed completely. Ooh, nighttime cycle. Fascinating. Did I not get a lantern? I did get a lantern. A body lies broken upon the ground. Though it has been gnawed by hounds, it seems clear that this person fell or jumped from the cliffs above. Onions. Lots of onions. I'm getting paranoid. This could be the house they mentioned. A lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He is dressed in rags and a wide-brimmed hat and a large bundle of scraps slung over his shoulder. Basileau makes his living picking at whatever the mother of maelstroms does not swallow, and it's been rich pickings as of late. Crates and barrels and even the odd fleshy morsel. Basileau has a proposal for you. Clippers. Aye, crabs and critters and such. Groaning large and strange this time of year. Get your leg in their clippers and they'll lop it right off. Basileau will be warming his bones at the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. If you've not already done so, this might be a good time to level up. That's a hint. Big time. Oh, man. Flavor text. We're in flavor country. Pumpkins. Starting to get overloaded here. Too many goods. Firewing insect. Oh, there's a lady here. Save. My children. It took them, called out to them, I heard it. Funny thing is, I heard it calling with my voice. Oleg and Anya live in the well now. They're calling for me to join them. Conqueror Mold will dress our corpses in black mourning veils. Oh, man. Let's talk to that guy, the weird guy. Keep an eye out for beds and inns to rest in while adventuring. Doing so is superior to sleeping in the wild. Okay. Oh, I miss him. Come back. Camp followers will, for the most part, will not engage in the narrative. Just don't drink the water in the well. Interesting that I can choose to attack him. Not that I want to. That club looks fearsome. Ooh, he has a sword and he has a shield. Vendor will pay you 2 gold for this. A crude long sword. Crude mace. Crude short sword. Accuracy -1. I gotta say, I'm disappointed in your wares, old man. Alright, let's equip our stuff. We finally got a shield. I want to save before doing what I'm about to do, because I'm not sure I'll get attacked or not. I wonder if this box is public property. This chest looks, ahead of you, is wet and covered in seaweed. It also looks familiar. Instantly, you recognize this as your luggage from the Zephyr. It had been stowed too well to get to during the mutiny, but by some miracle it managed to make it to shore, where it must have been salvaged. Yeah, okay, so it is owned. He wants the telescope. Well, I already cleared the path to the telescope. But let's try to talk our way out of it. Ooh, I came close. can't make it all the way up there. Ah, damn it. I gotta go all the way around. Take telescope. Ooh, that was close, but I did it. I have the telescope. Chest yours, little fish. Oh, shit. I spent all that money. I spent all that money and I just got a longsword and a shield for free. Alright. Well, it's a better sword than I had before. And a better shield. I guess she can use the shield too. And maybe she can use the sword. I don't see why she couldn't use the sword. Except for the accuracy. The accuracy sucks. One to 8 damage, 1 to 2 damage. Give her the war axe. If she can backstab with a bow, she can backstab with a war axe. Do I want to go down to the well or do I want to call it a night? Let's go down the well. Thin layer of slimy black mold seems to cling to the walls and a heavy odor of filth rises from its depths. This whole thing screams, do not go down there. You could easily descend if you wanted to. Well, we're down here. You see infestation. You realize the thick black mold covers most of the walls. Even the air is thick with floating black specks. Here in the air, these mold seems to form nodules. Your mind fills with images of the nodules bursting open in an obscene mockery of birth and black worm-like tendrils of mold spilling forth into the world. An irrational urge to touch the nodes begins to grow inside you. Perhaps it's the thickness of the air or the sickly miasmas that fill this part of the cave, but stars flash before your eyes. Your mind is assaulted with images of alien landscapes. Cities? No, giant living structures, almost like the coral that the traders from the Seagate sometimes peddle, but large, so large it almost touches the sky. Yes, Cyclopean ruins and ancient cities, I get it. Cthulhu. Do not give in. You feel as if you're dragged under and into the crushing blackness of unfathomable depths. This was a mistake coming here. Yeah, I knew it. Cyclopean edifices of writhing black shapes. An age of worms. Gathering all your willpower, you wrest back control of your faculties and forge ahead. It keeps changing the leaders on me. I want Tandem to lead the party. Now we get jumped. Yup. The two diminutive shapes materialize as if from the very walls themselves. Bodies alive with writhing mold, their blank, idiotic faces stare up at you in a grotesque imitation of life. Your blood runs cold as organs that should never have shape human voices spill forth the sound of children laughing. A loud shriek escapes from their horrors, and in a maelstrom of writhing blackness, the two pathetic creatures reshape into lean forms that tower over you. They do not intend to let you leave. Athletics versus 10 try to dash past them and escape. Yes. Yes, I just made it. I bring glory upon mine ancestors. Feigning left and dashing right, you manage to slip past the mindless creatures, and before they manage to regain their bearings, you have clambered up the ropes and escaped the well. Excellent. Okay. She takes a small bundle of bones in her arms, as a swallowed infant. She cradles it for a moment, then looks at you with grateful eyes. You've set her free. Falling to your knees, you retch violently. It is from the conqueror mold or the emotional moment you can't quite tell. Gold ring, potion of cure disease, Marita's cookbook. Excellent. Alright. And I think on that note, I am going to call it a night. This was fun. This is a throwback in a lot of ways. Very familiar to the type of games I used to play. Very reminiscent of Ultima 5, in my opinion. At least in terms of the way the graphics look and all that. So, yeah, I liked this. I'll definitely come back to this. Hopefully we can get some new party members soon. Because I want to be more effective in combat, and I want to be able to not be afraid for my life every second. But there's 92 of you here. Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry we couldn't go on longer. It was great seeing you guys all here. You guys keep me going. Really appreciate it. So, thank you again, and until next time, I'll see you there.